Hey, what's up guys? It's me, JyleRandom, and this is a video. Now, some of you may notice that I don't have my coat, but this is kind of a test to see if you guys would like the iconic appearance that I have on this channel. The coat kind of represents the character that I made in this channel as a reviewer, analytics, and pretty much just JyleRandom. Now I'm trying to see if I can make that into a character in this channel. So let me guys know if you guys would like it better if I have my code or not. That is something a lot to ask, even though for the small audience that I have. But I really do enjoy feedbacks from you guys. Anyway guys, here is another review for a game this time. Now I'm pretty sure you guys have seen my previous video I made a review of Black Ops 3. So I'm gonna be making another gaming review, and this time this is about Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. Now this is the last installment of this series, so I'm gonna see if this game is worth your money. So let's get into it. Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. Now this is the last installment of the Naruto Storm franchise. Now, I expected this game to at least finally hit one of those buggy things and one of the other previous installments and what it was missing. Some were unbalanced, some were mediocre, and I have to admit, this game has filled one of those large gaps, even the small gaps, that the previous installment did wrong. Now, it didn't do all of it right, but it didn't do it all wrong either. Now, that's what I'm gonna get into. Now, the first thing about this game, of course, that most people would probably hook in first or second, really depending on which kind of person you are, it is the story mode. Now, the story mode for me has downgraded a bit. First off, when you encounter these story modes, when you get into Ninja Storm 4, you are hit with a few CG clips. Now, these CG clips are the cutscenes that the actual game provides you, where the characters are actually modeled and animated, unlike at times where you will see the story progressing with some slide cutscenes from clips from the anime and just plain old pictures and stuff. That's one of the downgrades that it did on the story. Now, I didn't say that I didn't like that, but it's something that I can get over it very quickly. Well, that because one, it's from the anime, I can give it a pass there, but it is still plain. It's just voice acting on the picture, while it just shows it slightly moving and pretty much just a plain picture. That's all you're gonna be expecting. Now, the side missions you're gonna be encountering is ones that are not related to the story, but it is original. Now, you encountered these a few times actually, but the bad thing about it, there's just pretty much 4 of it. There are only 4 of these side missions that you'll encounter. I really like these kind of side missions, and I really hope that they made more of it, because one, when I heard that they were gonna make these original missions that weren't gonna be in the original story, I thought they were gonna go all original on this game. I thought that they weren't completely going to follow the story of the manga, but it turns out it only made like around 4 of them, and that's kind of disappointing for me. Now, talking about the amazing CG, these guys did not disappoint me. Now, these developers have always been known for making these amazing CGs in the previous installments, but they have nailed it once again in this game. It is no different from the other. Now, the story, of course, finally concludes the end of the Naruto manga series, and so that's why this game is now the finale. Now, last thing I want to talk about in the stories is, of course, the adventure mode that they put. Now, the adventure mode, to me, it felt flat. It's still kind of like the key previous things that they've put from the previous game and into this new Storm game. Now, you don't always have to play it. It's not really enjoyable. You can skip it if all you want. It's not really okay. Nah, I don't really like to play it myself. my main focus on what I wanted to play was the story mode. And well, you heard it here. Now for the combat system that most people want to know. Well, the combat system in this game is just as how it was in the previous installment. Now, it is a lot more balanced than it was in the previous games. Now, think about it like this. My cousin is not really a good player, well, not considered a good player in this game, but well, I have more experience than him, even though I don't really play it often. Now, he was actually able to beat me a few times with this game. Now, all the other previous installments, I was able to beat him easily, a lot of times. Well, there are lucky shots at times where in the previous installment he can beat me for pure luck, but in this game he can beat me with just skills. This game got a lot more balance, and I very much loved it. It's a great balance this time, and I loved it. Now, the new thing that they introduced, well, one of the new things they introduced in this game is the able to swap characters in mid-battle. Now, you're still able to use your other characters from defensive to offensive to throwing projectiles and other jutsus. Now, you are now able to swap characters from ones you'd want to choose and what kind of ultimate and other jutsus you'd want in the midst of a battle. Now, that is a great kind of new thing that they introduced. Well, not exactly a new thing since they've introduced it to other games already, but it is a fresh start that they finally put in the game. Some of us fans, well, I'm pretty sure that we've been kinda asking for this for a while already, and I kinda like that. Now, the downfall of it though is at times where your character is either using a combo, you're able to switch your character and continue that combo, which is kind of annoying. Not gonna lie, it is kind of annoying for me, or it's just that I'm a bad player. Now, the other poor thing about this new swapping system is that everyone shares one health bar. I didn't really like that kind of thing that they approached. Now, I really wish that they had a different individual health bars for each character. But that's how the game was, so I can't really argue there. Now, the bad thing about this combat system, I'd like to say, is the downfall of its poor AI system. Now, these poor AI systems are very annoying. They keep using these projectiles, they keep spamming, and at times, even if you put it on super hard, no matter how skilled you are, I'm pretty sure you would probably lose a few battles, or not, if not, all of the battles, or a lot of them. Now, these AIs, I wish they would have been fixed or bugged or patched. Now, these guys are so annoying. They keep using spams, keep using projectiles, keep using jutsus. They just keep putting the same moveset every time, and that's really annoying and the downfall of the combat system in the game. Well, what about the changes they've made on the online play? Well, I've tried this mode a few times. I'm not really the best fan when it comes to online play in the Naruto games, but this has been a mediocre. I really don't like the online play battles on Storm 4. Well, one, it has poor connections. Really poor connections. One can get very laggy at times, and I've never been so angry in a game when playing online than in this game. I really don't like it when I'm playing in this game. Now, playing with other people means that they are going to spam attacks most of the time, and I don't like that. I don't really like always playing on the online games like I've mentioned before, but why? I could just enjoy the game on free battles. Now, that kind of leaves away the potential on playing the game fully, but in all honesty, if you're gonna get into this game, I'd advise you to don't even matter about playing on the online. Now, you can play it with friends if you want. It'll be a really enjoyable time. It's really great to have a great time with your friends, but just don't play it on public. It's a waste of time. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I have been waiting for this game to be released, and only for like two purposes. Of course, obvious for me to play it, and second, to kind of make a review over this. I've been excited for making this review for a while, so I don't know, call me crazy. Now, don't get me wrong, this game has actually finished the actual story of the anime already, even though the manga has already established the finishing story of Naruto itself, like since what, November 2014 already? And somehow the anime is just filled with fillers already. Now this game has actually already finished it completely. Now, if you ask me, I think that they've already done their job, and I think that the game itself has executed the story much better, unlike Studio Parrot's adaptation for it. Pain fight.
俺の痛みはお前以上だ!
Yeah, they didn't put a lot of budget on that, did they? But besides that and all the stories and all the gameplay and all the things that it's done, is it really worth your money? Well, I'm here to say that yes, it is worth your money. I give it a, not a big thumbs up. I give it a thumbs up. Because, like I've said before, it has done the same elements as the previous installment before. It has the same combat, it has the same feeling, while putting a little bit more add-ons, more new things into the table. It still feels like a normal Storm game. And that is okay. It's not always bad, but it is not always good either. So, anyway, I'm gonna see you guys in the next review. So, peace!